want God's will, but God's will ain't easy. But I want God's will, but God's will ain't easy. God's will is selfless. God's will causes you to bear the fruit of the Spirit on a deep level. God's will causes you to go through process. God's will causes you to go through seasons that are uncomfortable and difficult so that he can make you into who he wants you to be, so that you can achieve his will, so that he can position you in his will, so that your character can stand or sustain his will. So I was talking to a friend of mine. She basically said her favorite season was fall because of the changing of the colors. I said, you know what's so cool? The changing of the colors and the beauty that we see is the leaves are dying. The leaves are literally dying, and it's beautiful to us. That's what it's like walking with God. That's what it's like being in God's will. There is beauty in our death. When we surrender, there's beauty in it because he gets glory from it. We must decrease so that he can increase and bring glory and honor to his name through our lives. We have to die to our will so that his will can go forth, and there's beauty in it. And the reason why the leaves dying are so beautiful is because they're in purpose. They're literally doing what they were created to do. They're doing what God created them to do. And that is just so amazing to me, that the reds and the oranges and the yellow, it's just so gorgeous, but they're dying. And it's bringing glory and honor to God's name because we look at it with such awe of creation. So with that said, God's will requires death to self. Period. This is how you know what God's will is. Romans 12:2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you can discern, so that you can know the good, pleasing, perfect will of God. You want to know the will of God? Develop a relationship with him. You want to know the will of God? Do not conform to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, by reading his word, by praying, by seeking a relationship with him, by accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, by searching for him as treasure, by searching for him like he's gold, by going deeper in him, by listening to him, by obeying him. That's how you know God's will. When I first started walking with God, I didn't know what he wanted me to do. God's will is for us to know him, to be in relationship with him. And in doing that, when we are in relationship with him, he's going to lead us into what he wants us to do. You want to live in your will? He gives you that choice. He gives you that option. No condemnation, no judgment from me anyway. You're going to have to face him, but there ain't no judgment from me. We have free will. We have choice. You want to do what you want to do what you want to do. But you're not going to be living in the fullness of the plans that God has prepared for you unless you are seeking him to know what his will, his purpose, his plan is for you on this earth. We should really just be seeking him because we need him. You can go to God wanting to know the will that he has for your life. The more you know him, the more you can just realize, I need you. Like, he's that good. All right, blessings, blessings, blessings. Y'all have a blessing. Bye.